Good afternoon. With all due advanced apologies to Jeff Foxworthy on this one, if being $14.3 trillion in debt doesn't terrify you, if you support an exponential income tax, if you think people have a right to stuff they can't afford, you might be a red. If government motors is okay in your book, if you consider any government program a sacred cow that can't be touched, if you think mandating opposing speech is fairness, you might be a red. If you think the government is the source of all wealth, if you think equal protection under the law means making sure everybody has equal pay, equal health care, equal cars, equal housing, and equal everything else, if you consider mere existence to be interstate commerce, you might be a red. If you're willing to spend more money keeping nonviolent drug offenders in prison than it would cost to send them to Harvard, if you claim to be an environmentalist but still consider 4 reams of paper just right for a single piece of legislation, if you panic over paint with lead but mandate light bulbs with mercury, you might be a red. If you think blue light Nazi cameras are a good use of money, if you want energy prices to necessarily skyrocket on the off chance the Earth's temperature is controlled by us rather than that fiery orb in the sky, if you see nothing wrong with a school district's central office building being a cubicle farm full of non-teachers, you might be a red. If you think every park has a magical bubble over it that protects innocent people from criminals, if you support every spending program for the children, if you think everybody who flies should have to be groped or walk through a butt-naked scanner, you might be a red. If you think the solution to terrorism is to spend trillions of dollars and throw away thousands of American lives in Iraq and Afghanistan, if you consider any business too big to fail, if you're content to harvest from the Federal Reserve money tree, you might be a red. If you think the 5% of people who pay almost 60% of federal income tax aren't paying their fair share, if you claim to speak for the poor but you've never even been to the inner city, if you spend months calling us racists, teabaggers, angry mobs, etc., then turn around and demand a new era of civility, you might be a red. If you completely and utterly stink at math, if you think the Bill of Rights should take a backseat to democracy, if you want to export New York City to the rest of the world, you might be a red. If you refuse to personally attend town hall meetings, if you equate fiscal sanity with killing women, and last but not least, if your last name is synonymous with massacre, you might be a red. Thank you.